song on this old train line. I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Two and a throw right away. Finds the open target, Arnold. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins first down as he's up to the 43. The Dolphins had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Tua now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You talk about this Giant defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones wants to change it up. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, Waller, what a catch. And he'll be stopped at his tracks right at the 33. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Throwing Jones. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. 2nd and 6. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And the opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial. Make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
And now they'll shift things around. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running the counter with Mostert. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 9. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. And now the first run for Devon A-Chain. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 58 yards. And the Giants are able to move back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it, and look. Long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
But you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
57, Mike 57. Cover. Solo left Zion. 57, Mike. I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And down he'll go at the 25. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. They run again with Hunt. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
After a couple of seasons of battling injuries, the former #2 overall pick returned to Pro Bowl form with over 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns. Just as important, played 16 games and handled over 350 touches, essentially carrying the Giants' offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
How about a little credit for Slayton there as he moves the chains? Whether he's starting, low on the depth chart, wherever he is, he just produces for the G-men. 3rd 700-yard season in 4 years to begin his NFL career.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A run with Mostert.
And it's a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Jones.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jones on 3rd down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Now Jones going to change it up here. Barkley.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hunt will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
He'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off play action. Jones.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Jones now throwing on 1st down, buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the play fake. Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Brandon Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Gano's kick is good.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Tua.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I hope the
touchdown Giants. Darius Slayton from 3 yards out.
And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A-Chain gets it from the gun. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Under 10, 10.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple, and that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Tua now on first down. That swung out to Mostert. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Jones going to keep it on the draw.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This offense so far on third down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. There he goes, left side. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
New York Giants.
Breida trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Half 18. Hey, easy. Ladybug. Shoot.
On the ground with a tight end, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Down the right sideline.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 38 yards on the scamper there. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 81 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. It's a run with Mostert.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Miami, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.